It's The Vibe with Tanya Rad and EJ, and I'm very excited to welcome my guest right now because she is another female podcaster. Her name is Fran Mariano, and you are the host of Chicks in the Office and a new podcast called The Dime Package.
Yes, thank you so much, Tanya. I'm so excited to talk to you. I feel like our paths keep crossing, and I'm so excited to finally be doing this.
I know. So I actually, I want to kind of just start off by saying both of our podcasts were nominated for a People's Choice Award. I think this was like 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah.
Yeah. And so I do my podcast with Becca Tilley, and you do yours with your best friend, right?
Yes, Rhea,
And
yes.
Rhea. And so I think what was so funny is like our podcast listeners were getting so wrapped up in this whole competition of things. And the reason why that's when I found out about you guys. And that's why I really became a fan of yours initially, was because I feel like you really kind of rose above all the cattiness of everything, because I think women we pit each other against each other. And you were like, no, these girls like deserved it. They're so great and blah, blah. And I just thought that was so cool of you.
You guys are awesome. And it's so hard because those settings are meant to be competitive. Like you're sitting at a table, and Rhea and I were also so floored because we had been doing our podcast for only a few months at that point. And we were like, I know you talk about imposter syndrome on your Instagram all the time. And so for me, I was like, why am I sitting at this table? And, Becca, who I love, I've always watched The Bachelorette, she's there. And then the Lady Gang, they're there too. And I'm like, oh my God, what did I do to deserve to be at this table? And it was, I think everybody, especially me, got caught up in the moment and was like, wait, why am I not enjoying this like awesome time with these awesome women and like worrying about this award?
Yeah, it's very interesting. We felt the exact same way. We were like, when we found out about the nomination, we were like, is this a joke? Like, what?
Yeah.
But I just think it's something that I'm really like passionate about, just because I think that it's true. It is essentially a competition. So that's kind of what it is. But at the end of the day, like, we all are in it together. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you guys would have won, it's like a win. It's like a female podcast wins, and then we all kind of win. And I know that's the same mentality that you have. So I really wanted to have you on my weekend show, on this show, because I want to show you support and love, like I felt from you at that time.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You are so welcome. So what we're going to do in this hour, we're going to dive into, you are the host of Chicks in the Office, which is the one that was nominated for the People's Choice Award. So I want to dive into that podcast. And then you just launched a new podcast called The Dime Package. Yes. And so they're very, very different.
Super different. Yeah.
I want to talk about your first podcast, Chicks in the Office. So you guys started that podcast in 2017?
About that time, yes. It was a little bit later, actually, because we ended up on Sirius doing a radio show with work first, and then that transferred into a podcast. But Rhea and I started as interns at Barstool Sports together, and she started a little bit before I did, and we just meshed so well, and it turned into a podcast, and it's been incredible and so unexpected, but it's been quite a journey for Chicks in the Office.
And you guys basically it's a pop culture podcast. So you talk about everything that's going on, your perspectives and your thoughts on what's going on in pop culture.
Yeah. So we cover, whatever trending topics there are, whatever the big news are. We love celebrity relationships and breakups and engagements. And then we also have awesome celebrity guests. We've had some great guests on our show. So that's one of my favorite parts of doing Chicks in the Office. But yes, very much pop culture centered.
What's like the kind of vibe? Like, if somebody's listening right now to this and they want a new podcast, what's like the kind of like, who would be excited to listen to your podcast?
So I think we're really great because a whole age range can listen to us. I think we're definitely female focused, and we love all of our women listeners. And if you just kind of want a fun time to relax and catch up on the news that is maybe not the most groundbreaking, but is fun and can kind of give you that break from your life or your job or whatever it is you have going on, and you want to hear about, The Bachelorette or TV recaps or some fun things like that, that's kind of what we want people to get out of listening to us.
Who's been your top 2 favorite guests that you've had on Chicks in the Office?
Oh my gosh. Well, you'll understand this one. the Jonas Brothers was a dream come true. Like I could cry right now again thinking about it. Sometimes I just go back and watch our YouTube video of interviewing them. I was obsessed with them growing up from, 12 to now.
Yeah.
And actually getting to meet them and have them look me in the eye and like call me by my name was just an out of body experience.
I'm so on your level with that. It's so crazy. I feel the exact same way. Sometimes I look and I'm like, the fact that I have Kevin and Joe's phone numbers in my phone is like the craziest thing. Like, I'm like, in what world did I wake up and this was like an actual reality?
I know. My family members always joke and say like, "Oh, can't you just ask your friends, the Jonas Brothers?" I'm like, Grandma, like, I'm not friends with them. They were on my show, and she's like, "Well, if they were asked if they knew you, they would say yes." And I was like, "That's actually true."
That's very true. That's so true. I can totally
So,
relate to that. That's pretty epic.
yes. And then we just interviewed Tyra Banks recently. Unfortunately, it was over Zoom because of the world we live in. I
Yeah.
wish that was in real life, but she was just epic. She's just such an icon.
I truly iconic. That's pretty major.
Yep.
We talked about you are a co-host on Chicks in the Office, and now you just
Yes.
launched a new podcast. It's called The Dime Package, and this is all about football.
Yes. So as much as I love pop culture, I've always loved the NFL. From like when I was little, my dream job, it was like, I do I want to be on E or do I want to be like Aaron Andrews on the sidelines? Like
That's
that was my dream.
interesting.
So thankfully I've kind of combined it, which is
I was
awesome.
gonna say, I feel like that's exactly what you are right now.
Yes. So the Dime Package is a podcast I'm now doing twice a week with Casey Smith, who is one of my coworkers, and she's always been very football centered. She's worked at NBC Sports Boston, ESPN, so she is top notch. She knows what she's doing. And I have just been such a fan for so long that we wanted to create something that female fans could go and listen to and talk about football in a way that's not like X's and O's football and really aggressive, more of a fun way, and also like a little more gossipy, who's dating which player and what's going on off the field, but also what's going on during the games.
Okay, so this is something that I totally need to tune into because I am like the opposite of a sports fan. Like, I have no clue about sports, but I have a new boyfriend and he has slowly I'm super into basketball now. Like, I'm a new Laker fan, but he also has like a fantasy football team and I have no idea what he's talking about. Or we watch it and I have no clue. So I feel like the Dime Package is kind of a good place for me to like get my feet wet, right?
Yes, this is perfect for you because you're going to listen to a couple episodes. What we also are trying to do is have it be kind of on the shorter side, like in the 30 to 40 minute range. So
Bite size.
so people don't have to listen for too long. And especially for women like you who want to just kind of dip their toes into it. And you can take a couple stories and next time you're with your boyfriend, be like, wow, babe, I can't believe Saquon Barkley tore his ACL. Like, what a sad time for him. And he'll be floored.
Right. Like, he's going to be out for how many games is he going to be out for?
It's the whole season.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
wow,
Yeah.
wow. That's
Exactly. Like
yeah.
you'll be like, and he'll be shocked. He'll be like, what have you been doing?
Oh yeah, this is great. Okay, so I can't wait. I'm going to subscribe today. So for everybody listening, they can tune into Chicks in the Office and the Dime Package anywhere that you get your podcasts, right?
Yes. Yes.
And where can everybody follow you if they're listening?
So you can follow me at Francesca Mariano on Instagram, at Barstool Fran on Twitter, and also at Chicks in the Office on Instagram as well. And the Dime Package is Dime_package.
Awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out. I love you. I wish you all the best and good luck. And I'm going to I already subscribed to Chicks in the Office, but I'm going to subscribe to the Dime Package today.
Thank you so much, Tanya. This was amazing. I love getting to talk to you.